Climate change is no longer a distant headline. It is a lived reality reshaping the daily experiences of billions worldwide. From extreme heat waves to toxic air and contaminated water, the crisis now threatens the fundamentals of human health. Today, 3.6 billion people live in areas highly exposed to climate shocks, while air pollution leads to over 7 million premature deaths annually. Between 2030 and 2050, an additional 250,000 climate-related deaths are projected each year. As the world confronts these challenges, radiography is one profession which is increasingly at the front line. With X-rays, CT scans, MRIs, and radiotherapy central to diagnosing and managing climate-related illnesses, radiographers are now key responders in a warming world. Recognizing this pivotal role, the Association of Radiographers of Nigeria, ARN, placed climate adaptation at the heart of discussions at its 57th Annual National Conference, ECO 2025. Held on 18th November 2025 at the Federal Palace Hotel, Victoria Island, the event drew an impressive gathering of dignitaries and stakeholders. They included Secretary to the State Government, Barrister Mrs. Abimbola Salu-Hundenyi, representing Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Honorable Paul Shehu Obed, Member, Federal House of Representatives, Major General Ike Nwachukwu, Grand Patron of ARN, Sir Olu Okeowo, Patron of ARN, Keynote Speaker Prof. Felix Erondu, Representative of the Vice Chancellor, University of Lagos, White Cap Chiefs representing the Oba of Lagos, HRH Oba Rilwanu Akinolu. Also in attendance were academics, practitioners, entrepreneurs, policymakers, and a large contingent of radiography students from universities across Nigeria. Delivering his welcome address, ARN President Dr. Musa Dambele highlighted the essence of the conference and reaffirmed radiography as the eye of medicine.
As we all know, currently there is COP25 going on, if I'm not mistaken, in Brazil currently. This is to let you know, it's not a small business. You've seen floods, you've seen slides, mudslides, and other health and climate-related issues. It goes to show that we don't need further research to tell you that climate change and climate-related issues are things that we cannot leave behind. It has come, and what's our responsibility is to key into the mitigating factor this time around as it relates to healthcare.
Grand Patron Major General Ike Nwachukwu then delivered his goodwill message, stressing the indispensable role radiographers play in modern healthcare and urging government to prioritize the profession.
Radiography contributes to climate change through high energy consumption, waste, front films, and the like, being a major contributor to healthcare sections, carbon footprint. We also need to mitigate this. It would also help us implement energy-saving measures in facilities by using low-energy lighting and efficiency heating system. I believe very strongly that if we adopt AI as we go on, we are bound to improve our efficiency, improve our cost, and improve our healthcare delivery.
Representing the governor, Barrister Abimbola Salu-Hundenyi conveyed the state government's goodwill message, and officially declared the conference open.
I am deeply honored to stand before this distinguished gathering of professionals, radiographers, at the 57th Annual Conference and Scientific Workshop of the Association of Radiographers of Nigeria. To the leadership and members of this noble association, I extend my heartfelt gratitude for deeming me worthy of the Honorary Patronship Award. I receive this recognition with great appreciation, profound respect for your profession, and an unwavering commitment to the advancement of healthcare in our nation. Radiographers are silent guardians of life. Through your lens, diseases are detected, diagnoses are confirmed, and lives are saved. You illuminate what the human eyes cannot see and enable physicians to make decisions that determine hope and restore health. You truly are the foundation of good health. On behalf of Mr. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, standing as the governor of this great state, I declare this conference open. Thank you very much.
She proceeded to tour the exhibition area where manufacturers and vendors showcased advanced imaging technologies and radiography equipment.
My dear friend and colleague,
in his keynote address, Professor Felix Erondu examined global and local climate trends and their implications for healthcare delivery, particularly the increasing demand for radiotherapy and specialized imaging services.
Everybody is talking about climate change. So when our ambient temperatures rise and we have heat waves, when our air quality is degraded, like it used to happen in the Niger Delta, and we are breathing black suits, when there are changing patterns and demographics of infectious diseases, which are occasioned by climate change crisis, when there is food and water insecurity, of course leading to malnutrition, when there is drought, when we have flood cycles, and today there are postulations that even the female header crisis that is plaguing Nigeria is as a result of cross-border migration occasioned by climate change that has brought a lot of drought in the Sahel and sub-Saharan Africa.
He emphasized the urgency of continuous professional development to keep pace with rapidly evolving digital tools.
Now, the green picture is that even though Africa contributes just about 4% of global emissions, Africa bears the burden of climate change. It's estimated that between 1991 to 2021, just one decade, the temperatures averagely has risen by over 0.3%.
Professor Erondu also made a strong case for adopting artificial intelligence to enhance diagnostic accuracy, reduce errors, and expand access to quality care.
Even today, and in the very recent past, we've had flash warnings for heavy rainfall and flooding in Nigeria. And so the intersecting crisis of climate change and health system fragility that brings migration problems, displace people, cause hunger, and pose enormous challenge to public health, especially in Nigeria and acutely in the regions of Sahel and West Africa, demands our urgent attention.
Industry leaders and distinguished guests also contributed insightful remarks on strengthening the radiography profession.
You know, when you do your radiography test, you must say what you saw. You must not try to change what you see to what you saw or what you imagine. Whatever you say matters, and by saying the truth, you are prolonging a life. So those ethical practice of practicing with integrity is very important.
We believe that radiography stands at the front line of healthcare delivery, and as climate change intensifies with all the temperature rise and shifts in the prevalence of all natural disasters, that radiography will continue to take its pride of place in the healthcare system.
He is very, very impressive in what your organization is doing, and that is the essence of sending us here to come and listen to you, and we are really very, very impressive. Obviously, doesn't take lightly the issue of medicals, and he also encourages us to go for all this radiography, to examine our heads, to do everything possible so that we can keep on going without any health issue.
Today we stand tall among the professions that can be counted upon as a profession in this country. I was also privileged to have begun as a president of the student union then, what we termed as Radiography Week. Part of the things we did for a whole week was also to pay respect to our traditional institutions.
The conference featured a robust panel discussion with leading scholars and practitioners who examined pressing issues impacting radiography in Nigeria.
If we train 100 and 20 goods, we still retain 80. So this is what we have done, trying to get government, private university to set it up, train more, so that we'll have more retaining.
Every government has its own challenges, and as much as every government would like to do everything, it is impossible. And so therefore, government learns to prioritize its key areas of interest.
Most teaching hospitals do not employ radiographers or even other healthcare professionals. In 5 years, in some centers, 3 years, 4 years, no new employment has happened. So meaning we need a viable private sector to uptake the people that we are training.
A cultural troupe from the Arts Council Academy added color to the day with an energetic performance. Adding a creative touch, Opeyemi Daunsi, a radiography student from Unilag, captivated the audience with a powerful spoken word performance on the significance of radiography in combating climate-related health challenges.
Before the rains, medicine was a maze. Doctors guessed bones like prophet on shift. Surgeons were playing hide and seek with bullet and cyst. Tumors were mysteries wrapped in skin. And diagnosis, half science, half violin. You just hope the doctor was feeling the spirits that day. Imagine a world where pain had no picture, where non-Scott's secrets no one could capture. Imagine life without radiography. A fracture becomes a prophecy. We think it's broken, possibly. A swallowed coin, you just keep hoping it's gone. And tumors, we only find out when life is nearly done.
A major highlight of the event was the decoration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu as an Honorary Fellow of ARN, alongside a special award recognizing his contributions to the health sector. The honors were received on his behalf by the SSG.
We present this plaque to Mr. Governor, acknowledging all the good work he has done for mankind in Lagos in preserving Lagos as a center of excellence, in being there for the preservation of life and for helping to nurture the growth of healthcare in Lagos.
The association's grand patron and patron, Major General Ike Nwachukwu and Sir Olu Okeowo, were also decorated as fellows.
I feel delighted for the recognition. I've been with this association since Tos Benson exited because I took over from him. And they've been doing extremely well. It is so obvious that without radiographers and radiologists, medicine would be almost impossible to practice.
We are the first part of any form of diagnosis. Before anything is done medically, you have to have tests done, and radiographers are a very important part of the prima facie part of investigation. And so it's a great day when we have all these great Nigerians, great radiographers sitting down together in conviviality and talking about what they practice.
What informs the decision is that we've seen scenarios where people undermine the effect of climate change and want to tell them that it's a reality, it's not a myth. As such, the association is partnering with global partners to ensure that we bring this to the note of the world, to tell them that this is real.
Students from various institutions shared their excitement and the knowledge gained from the conference.
I actually have not experienced a lot, but then I expected to see a lot, I expected to learn a lot, and I expected to interact with a lot of persons. I came here for mostly building connections, knowing people, building relationships. That's like my major aim of coming here.
I learned about the advancements in using AI, artificial intelligence, in our machines. I also learned about the assessments in patients' rights in radiography department. I learned about pre-therapy in prostate cancers, like the use of radiotherapy rather, in prostate cancers, and so far. Yeah, and the opportunities here, the opportunities that comes with radiography, the exams, yes. I learned about the exams, the cameras and the likes, yeah.
It is actually nice, very, very nice. I was able to gain a lot of things. Seeing the people I'm looking forward to, they spoke a lot about the graphic career, and which I was able to gain a lot of knowledge from them, and which I'm going to emulate later in future.
Many expressed eagerness to transmit the insights back to their campuses.
A serious brain drain which is happening, and I really hope that something will be done about it so that the profession can grow normally. And another thing that I took was that there are very few of us. Even in my school, we are very few. So I think more work should be done so that more schools, the quota can be increased, so that there will be more radiographers, so that there will be more help in the hospital.
Radiography on its own, it's radiation. It is the study of radiation. So radiation has a long way and it plays in climate change. So I would say that there is a very long, there's a great deal of work that has been done, and there is still more to be done as it pertains to climate change, especially in a country like Nigeria with so much deteriorating climate experiences, especially in the south part of the country and the country as a whole. So it's very evident that we have such conferences as this to sit and talk and see what can be done as it pertains to radiography and climate change.
Organizers described the conference as a central part of the week-long ARN activities aimed at strengthening professional capacity and enhancing healthcare quality nationwide.
We are able to see that radiography, as the visible eyes of medicine, will not and cannot take its shape if not looking at it in the aspect of artificial intelligence, making sure that it cuts across imaging the internal organs and free it from all diseases. So we are good, we are happy, and we are telling the world that without radiographers, the eyes of medicine, there is no way the healthcare can be impactful.
Yeah, as the organizer, I feel very happy that there was a larger turnout, over 200% beyond our plans. And that's a testimony that we are able to pull people from all corners of Nigeria, the 36 states of the country, to gather together to have our usual annual conference. This year is very colorful and has been very, very impactful. We have had great conversations, great sessions, great interactions, and we hope to continue in this spirit for the next few days of the conference.
They express gratitude to all members, sponsors, and invited guests for their support.
I say a big thank you to them, and we will continue to do our best to keep the relationship, to collaborate with them, and also continue to patronize them so that as they grow their enterprises, we also continue to grow our own enterprise. It's a collaboration. They give us the technologies that we use, and we also demand from them so that they can call it a business and make a business out of it. We'll continue to make sure that their partnership with us will be positively productive to them as well.
As climate-related health threats intensify, participants agreed that this year's forum provided an essential platform for exploring solutions and reinforcing radiography as a vital pillar in achieving sustainable healthcare delivery.